Now we learn about how to implement the query parameter $filter. We can also consider this test case as a how to implement the select options into the odata service URL. So here we'll try to pass the date range to the field date. Whenever we are using the date range, so along with the date, we have to use date and time. Then only it will work. So we'll see how to implement this into the service URL. For that, go to our odata service. First, before implementing, we'll just pass the record and we'll see whether system is giving any output or not based on the data which is entered. Select our entity sets and take an example. I want to pass the query parameter that is $filter. $filter is not here, so we have to add this manually. So how to add? First the question mark $filter equals to, then next our field name. So our field name is here date and the range which we want to pass. Suppose I want to pass it is greater than equal to the right date time quotation mark, then give the date that is 2019-03-15. This is my first date. Here you can see this is date greater than equal to date and time and 2019. Here additionally we have to add this time. Generally while working into the ABAP we pass only the date, but when you are using the odata service, even though if you don't want to pass any time, just pass 0000, but the syntax is like this only, otherwise system will give the error. So after the date, here we have to add the time, that is T00. So this is my initial range and I want to give less than equal to, again we have to write date and time, comma, quotation mark, let's say 2019. This time I'm giving as 05-30 P00. That is the time, like this. Okay, now if I execute this URL, copy this URL, if I execute this URL, okay, it is giving the bad request. Let me check my syntax. And date. Oh, I forgot to add the date and also replace the hyphen with colon. Anyway, this is not going to work because I not implement a method yet. But without method, we're just checking how system will behave. And here, let's say date less than equal to date and time as per this value. Execute this. Now, even if you pass the small date range, but we can see system has given the complete output because we need to implement the logic through which system will read the select option and the data will get filtered. For that, put a breakpoint into a class, go to ACGW, expand our odata service, runtime artifacts, go to DPC extension class, and the $filter will be triggered into the entity set module of the respective entity set. Double click here and put a breakpoint. We'll observe how we can read that select value. Now again, this time execute the method. So here we can see the breakpoint is triggered. So if you observe here into the local tab, so here we can see in the IT filter select options, there is a importing parameter which that is IT underscore filter underscore select options. Double click on this. So you can see this importing parameter contain the property that is the date and the select options is again into a table, that is IBT, the date which we have passed from the URL. This means that to implement the dollar filter, or we can say to implement the select options, so inside this block we have to read the select options from this importing parameter, and based on that we need to apply the where clause in this method. First let's execute, go back. Now we'll do the implementation. Go to the change mode. Here this is the importing parameter, that is the IT underscore filter underscore select options. So if you see here, this is the line type for that. This is the line type, and inside that we have the select options. So we'll do first data declaration one by one for all the required fields. So as I want to put the where clause into the date range, so first I will create a date range, that is R underscore, let's say ER date type range of, let's say VBAK ER date. And second, I will create a work area for that, let's say LS underscore ER date, like line of, that is R underscore ER date. 7, check any error, no error. So first I'm defining a date range for the ER date. Second, as we need to read the value from this IT filter select options, which is having the line type of this type which I copied. Now declare that data, let's say ls underscore filter underscore select underscore options type, this line type. Whenever it is a structure, we can see here S, and if it is table, we can see here T. Observe here, the T is for table and S is for structure. Okay, so that's why we went inside this method and we copied the respective structure. Now after this, if you see this structure, again we have to read the select options, which is of type this table. Okay, this is the table type. So what we'll do, we'll again create an internal table which will hold this table value. For that, copy this, go back here. This time it is lt underscore select underscore options of type this select option table, and now we'll declare the work area for the same. So this is having the line type of this. If you see this, this is signed option low high, which generally we use for the select option range. So after declaring the internal table, let's declare work area, that is select options type this work area. 7, check if any error, no error. So what we have done, first we have defined the date range for the ER date, which we will be passing into the where clause of this table select query. And then to read this table, first we have defined a work area. Now we have seen that this internal table record also contains a nested structure, that is select option, which is an internal table. For that we have defined an internal table type and the work area for the same. Now from here we'll start our code logic. Read the select options. So how to write the logic? That is read table, that is IT underscore filter options into ls underscore filter options with key property equals to ER date. So here we are trying to read the value with the field ERDAT, whether it is exist or not. So let's say if ls underscore filter options, say property is not initial, means if it is contains some value. While debugging, we can monitor everything. So first we'll write a logic. Now what we have to do, we have to assign the value range here. This is our internal table for select options equals to select options. So and check no error. So first we have checked whether the filter condition contain any select option with ERDAT, and if it is satisfied, this condition satisfied, then we are reading the select options. Now after that we have to make a loop at this lt underscore select options into the work area which we have defined for that select options, which contain the value like low sign option low high here end loop. Now what is our task here? Here we need to populate all these range values into the date range which we have defined. This is date range which we have defined, ls underscore ERDAT and r underscore ERDAT. So what we will do here, that is ls underscore ERDAT, that is sign equal to ls underscore select option sign. Second is ls underscore ERDAT options equals to ls underscore select options. Next is the low value. This is generally simple value range concepts. So because all this, it is very important to have the period knowledge of SAP ABAP. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to learn the odata directly without ABAP knowledge. So we are just reading all the values of the select options. Hi equals to ls underscore select options hi. Now append this ls underscore ERDAT to the date range, that is r underscore ERDAT. Always clear the work area, any local work area, to avoid any kind of error. So here what we have done, our code is done, initial code is done. So what is our requirement? Whenever we'll pass the date from the URL parameter, we found that we are getting that value into the IT underscore filter select options. We have to read this value so that we can use into the table. There's one more option using the IO underscore take request context, but initially better go with this option. So we done the data declaration. After that, we are reading the filter IT filter select options into local work area with the property. Then we are assigning the select options. After that, by making a loop at select options, we have populated the value range into the r underscore ERDAT. This means that in ERDAT, we'll get the value, the date range. Now modify our select query where that is the ERDAT in r underscore ERDAT. Save, check, activate. So before testing, put a breakpoint here to monitor all the values, how the system is working. Go to the service maintenance, right click, click on maintain. Yes. Go to the SAP Gateway client, select our entity set. By default method will be get, keep that as it is. So here we need to add the parameter, that is dollar filter equals to the field name, ER date, then the operator that is greater than equal to, give the date range which you want to pass, 20190315T, that is time, by default pass 00, and again the ER date is less than equal to quotation mark, so 2019-05-30, this time 00:00:00. So here we have built our select query first. We're passing the ER date which is greater than equal to 15th of March 2019 and it is less than equal to the 30th of May 2019. Execute the method. Bad request. Again, I think I forget or I passed the wrong data. Let me cross check with my, the important part I forget, that is date and time. So this kind of error system will give if you forget any standard sequence. As I explained earlier, for date and time it is must we should pass this date time, and here also we have to add date time. Now execute this. So this time we can see our breakpoint is successfully triggered. Go to desktop 3. Yes, this contain one value. Double click to check the values, ER date and the select options. Press F5. Yes, system has found the property. Now read the select options. So here the select option IBT. Now by making a loop at work area, we are appending the value into the ER date. So here you can see in the ER date we got that date range. Now from this VBAK, first check total how many records are there. So total 27 records are there, and I'm passing the date from 15th of March to the 30th of 5 till here. So we should get 1, 2, 3, 4. Around 5 record only we should get. Go back to the debugger. F5. Check the entity sets. Yes, here we can see the exactly 5 records based on the date logic which we have passed. Check the output. Yes, here we can see the only 5 records in the output. This is the first record, second record, third record, fourth record, and the 5th record. So this is how we can implement the dollar filter, or we can call as the implementing of the date range. Let's try whether the dollar count works here or not. Execute. Yes, you can see here, suppose before getting the data in the output, first we want to see how many records are there in this particular date range. So along with this dollar filter, we can pass the /$count. So first system will give the number of records. Then if we want, we can fire the query with the dollar filter options. So this is how we can implement dollar filter option, one of the very important query parameter in the SAP odata service. Thank you.